I remember one morning I woke up and my mom was like already in my room and she said, "I got something for you." And she told me all about the program and she didn't make me at all. She totally left it up to me. But then I researched it myself and I thought there probably isn't a better program for me to do. I felt perfect, like it was a perfect thing for me as a person because I've always been ready to start my career. I've been ready for life. And you helped me figure out what that life was, actually.
Wow. Okay. So before Life Quest, what were you kind of thinking?
Well, I was going into it thinking, like, okay, so she's going to help me figure out what I want to study in college, maybe what college to go to, and something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it was a very broad idea of what I thought our program was going to be like compared to how it went.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. So the reality was different than your expectation.
100%.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So were you looking for something like this before, or did it just come out of the blue? Your mom was just like, wake up, you got to do this."
um, I don't know that I was looking for something like this. I think I've always wanted some sort of life coach or um, some sort of program to help me figure out not only what I wanted to do, but how to get started.
Okay.
Um, and then she woke me up, and I was like all eyes, all ears. I don't think I've ever woken up quicker in my life.
Really? Wow. Okay, cool. So you knew you wanted something kind of like this, but you weren't necessarily actively looking.
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. And then your mom saw and was just like, "Oh, I know that's for my son." And you're like, "Yes." Okay. So how was the reality of the program different than your expectations?
um, well, I think basically, um, well, we started, and when we first started, the questions weren't like, so what do you want to do when you grow up? They were, who are you as a person? And we really weaved to what do you want to, after a while, it really helped you pick out what do you actually want to do when you grow up, not maybe like what do your friends want to do and maybe do you think that's cool, but you find exactly what's perfect for you as a person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, not only that, but the ways of getting to um, where you want to be aren't exactly just college, college, college. I mean, we talked about military, we talked about gap year programs, we talked about all these sorts of things when a lot of programs through our school might push for you should go to college. It's what's going to make you successful, which is really cool.
Okay, so a lot of the counseling that you've gotten in school is pretty much geared towards college, right? So, did you talk about any other options other than college and high school?
Um, they talk, well, my school specifically talks a lot about trade,
Okay.
as we have a CTA program.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. But I think definitely all the guidance counselors and even the teachers push you to do more college. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like I remember last year when I was scheduling, um, there was a class that one of my I'm not going to throw them under the bus, but one of my teachers really wanted me to take this class that I don't know I was 200% comfortable taking, and she goes, "Well, this college is really going to appreciate if you take this class. You are going to college, correct?" And I was like, well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so I think they definitely push you to go to college more in high school.
Okay. Yeah. So your counselors and your teachers have sort of a path that a lot of their students take, and that everybody kind of, that's sort of the current, I guess, there, right?
Yeah,
And then parents have ideas and suggestions as well. Is that right?
definitely.
Mhm. So did you feel that Life Quest allowed you to kind of make your own decision without sort of like a suggestion in
Uh,
one particular direction?
I would 100% say that. 100%. I think you can really explore everything that you have as an option rather than what people really want you to do.
Hmm. Did you appreciate that?
100%.
Nice. Good, good, good. Okay, so you did this while you were in school,
Yeah.
like not over the summer, but while you were in school. How was that? How was balancing Life Quest with while you were in school?
It really wasn't hard. I think that it was a cool break because most of the work from school, you're like, oh, I got to do this. And then the life quest work, you're like, heck yeah, I get to do this.
Aw.
Uh, I think that it really wasn't anything like I was never, oh, this is so much ever at one point. Um, that and I mean, school wasn't, we were just starting COVID, so school wasn't too huge um, of a thing. We were just getting little assignments online, so
Mhm.
it was an easy balance.
That's right. We had just started doing distance learning when you and I were working together.
Yes.
So you were doing distance with school and then like Zooming with me.
Hmm.
Awesome. Well, do you have any other like high level thoughts or opinions, or, if there's another, kid out there who is trying to figure out what they want to do and all that kind of stuff, do you have any advice?
Um, I would say meet with Emma B. Perez 100%. Um, I think that I always had a broad idea of what I was gonna do. I knew I was a business person. I'm an outgoing person. I like to talk to people. I don't like to just sit at a desk and work with numbers all day. Um, but I never knew how I was gonna do that or why, like what I could do within a business. And now I know pretty much what I'm gonna do. And I've never been more excited and I've never had more resources at my in my toolbox, you could say. Um, so it's really cool, and I think it's 100% the best thing for almost any kid.
I love it. I love it because you're right. You did come with sort of a general idea, right? It wasn't like set in stone, and you were still kind of like, well, considering some options. Um, and it sounds like you just really have like, okay, this is what I want to do, and now I know how I'm going to make that happen. This is the path that I'm going to take. And so it turned from this vague, yeah, that's going to happen, to I can actually start heading on that journey like now. Like I know what I can do right now to get myself there. Is that right?
Yep, 100%.
How does that feel? Like to be in high school and to be like, oh my gosh, I know how I'm going to make my dream happen.
It's so cool. I mean, I look at my vision board every day that we worked on together, and I'm like, wow, I know like I'm gonna be there. And I think of the things I'm doing every day. I just went and worked at the surf shop a couple of hours ago. I
Nice.
mean, um, it's really cool to see it unraveling almost.
It's cool for me too. It's such a fun journey for me to take with all my clients. I've loved working with you. It's been a lot of fun, and sometimes I meet with people that are like, I've still got so much time. I've still got a year left or 2 years left. Is this the time to be thinking about all of that? What would you say?
I think it's just like how they say, oh, you don't need to save for retirement yet. You don't need to save for college yet. But why not start? I mean, I couldn't think of a better time than now. I mean, there's no reason to wait, and there's no reason you have to rush. So why
Mhm.
not start now and really explore everything? Take your time and have some fun with it.
Yeah, I love that. That's what I say too. It's like you've got the time, so just take your time.
Yeah.
You're right. It's not about rushing. It's not about trying to do it too soon. But I also think that there are some young people that think that they have to wait until they're an adult or graduated or whatever to get started figuring out what their dream is and then pursuing it. And you really don't have to if you don't want to.
No, you don't.
And the rest of your high school experience can be so different. If you already have an idea of what that dream is and what you want to pursue, you can actually kind of tweak your high school experience to sort of fit what you want.
Yeah. I mean, I know that there's classes that I'm planning to take next year that I never thought I was going to take, but it's really going to help me and they're going to be fun classes. So
Yeah, you have a reason for it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me about it and give me feedback about your information. I'm going to share with other people. I know it's really going to help them as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.